This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it is 6:53. We're getting ready to take on your Thursday here in the Morning Sprint.
Mark Peterson is following a cool down in today's forecast. And Destiny Richards live in Spokane with tips to keep you and your family safe on the water this summer.
But first to Olivia Roberts following breaking news this morning out of Portland.
Just hours ago, Portland police declared a riot in the city, warning use of tear gas to disperse protesters in the area. Last night's demonstrations come on the heels of recent outrage in Portland, where unidentified federal officers have been arresting protesters and putting them into unmarked vehicles. These demonstrations have filled the streets for more than 50 days. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler gathering with demonstrators last night, speaking to the crowds in an act of solidarity. Then this moment when tear gas is sprayed into a crowd that included Mayor Wheeler. In a tweet from a New York Times journalist, Wheeler says the tear gas, quote, stings and that it's hard to breathe. The mayor goes on to say, quote, he saw nothing that provoked this response. It's not clear who is responsible for deploying the tear gas at this point, and investigators say there is no evidence the mayor was targeted.
A not guilty plea for the man accused of driving a car into a closed stretch of I-5 4th of July, hitting two protesters, killing one of them. 27-year-old Daweek Khalid is charged with vehicular homicide and reckless driving. The judge kept his bond at $1.2 million. He'll be back in court next month.
The police officer charged with George Floyd's murder is now also facing 9 counts of felony tax evasion. Prosecutors say Derek Chauvin and his estranged wife, Kelly Mae Chauvin, underreported their joint income from 2014 to 2019 by more than $460,000. Each of those charges carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.
Spokane County reporting 74 more people with COVID-19. That brings the total since the pandemic started to just less than 3,000 with 43 deaths. Right now, there are 31 people in the hospital. In North Idaho, 60 more people have COVID-19, which brings the total case numbers to 1,300 with 1 death. Right now, there are 22 people in the hospital.
Spokane's public school district has set its tentative plans for next school year. Students in kindergarten through 4th grade will be attending school daily. 5th and 6th grade students will likely be alternating between online and in-person learning. Middle and high school students will definitely have an alternating schedule due to larger enrollments. Another Zoom webinar will be held tonight at 6:30.
Good morning. In our first alert weather, it is a relatively clear sky in the central part of the state. And then we get cloud cover that's going to be continuing to roll over us, and the threat of maybe some thunderstorms into the LC Valley up into areas of the Palouse. We're going to be at 84 today, 82 into Coeur d'Alene, a little hotter into the Central Basin.
Fire watch coverage this morning. Wildfires burning in Okanagan County near Tenasket. Crews are calling it the South Pine Fire. It's burned about 240 acres in the area near Pine Creek Road. We will keep you updated as more info comes in.
And some breaking news this morning. Unemployment claims are on the rise again for the first time in 4 months. A new report from the Labor Department shows another 1.4 million Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week. That's up about 100,000 claims from the week before. The $600 weekly federal aid payment is set to expire at the end of this week.
Because getting on the water has been so popular this summer, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office is promoting water safety in light of Paddle Safe Week. They say half of all boating fatalities in the state have involved paddlecraft, and drowning is the leading cause of death. If you plan to take your own kayak, canoe, or paddleboard on the water, they're recommending some safety tips, and you can also rent with Fun Unlimited if you don't have your own. A list of these water safety tips and information on these rentals are on KXLY.com.
North Idaho could soon have some sort of mask mandate. Today, the Panhandle Health District will discuss that possibility. Coeur d'Alene City Council is also talking about this heated topic. Last night, council members expressed different opinions. Some are for a mandate, while others think it's a political move. Panhandle Health will have a public meeting at 12:30 this afternoon to discuss the possibility. Coeur d'Alene City Council members said if the Panhandle Health District does not take action, city council members will talk about a local mandate on Friday.
Idaho Governor Brad Little will speak about the state's response to the pandemic this morning. You can watch that announcement at 9 o'clock on KXLY.com or the 4 News Now Facebook page. And speaking of 9 o'clock, in just 2 hours, we're going to finally know the name of Seattle's new hockey team. NHL Seattle tweeted this teaser video yesterday showing a fishing crew finding a goal light in their net. Again, that announcement coming at 9.
Go Kraken!